Hello, everyone. So, the new year is upon us, and it's been a while since I went through my long box of key issues, first appearances, my favorite issues, and I feel like I kind of want to do this every year. Maybe go to this thing and see what I've added, or what I've accumulated. It's a kind of nice thing to do, and if anyone wants to watch, by all means. It isn't all going to be one video. I mean, ain't no one got time for a 20 or 30-minute video, and fuck that, right? So let's get started. West Coast Avengers #1. Like this is the ongoing, by the way, and quite frankly, like it's cheap, like $5 max. You shouldn't pay more than that, by the way. I mean, why not, right? #1 issue, and then the reason you're gonna see a lot of glare is because this is a Mylar. Contest of Champions #1. Contest of Champions #2. And Contest of Champions #3. Pretty much Grandmaster, Death kind of have a wager. They pick their superhero teams and they go against each other. That's pretty much what it's about. And this is kind of significant because that was about the first major crossover that Marvel ever did with all their heroes. It's cheap. You can get the entire set for no more than 20, and you shouldn't pay 20 to be quite frank. Then there's Tales of Suspense #80. Right there, the classic, He Who Beholds the Cosmic Cube cover. Go gets the cube. Classic. This is probably in fine plus condition too. Then Tales of Suspense 81, continuing that story as well. And this one might actually, that will cost you. Not as much, but it will cost you a little bit more money than the previous one. Flash 195. This is the second Superman versus the Flash race. This one will cost you maybe a pretty penny. That one's in about like fine condition. World Finest 198, the third Flash race, Flash versus Superman race. Again, this one's in very fine. This one's in pretty nice condition. And then, you know, World Finest 199, the second part to that story. This one, the Flash actually wins. Spoiler alert. This one shouldn't cost you too much. Although white covers are such a pain in the ass to keep nice because they're white, they're gonna fade and get discolored. And this one, almost all of them, the Flash wins. It's a stalemate except that one, the Flash barely win. And then you find out later that it's for charity, and he was just pulling Superman's chain the entire time. Hawk 340, the classic McFarlane cover. And this is when Wolverine fights the Greyhawk. He had never fought the Greyhawk before. Again, it's a good battle, not really a resolution to it. Good artwork. This one probably about 15 max you should pay for this. This is nice, very fine condition. Yeah, ready. And then we're gonna move into Secret Wars #1. They're all in Mylar, and they're all range between very fine to near, fine plus, very fine minus to near mint. This one's very fine. I mean, there we go. Secret Wars #2. Again, fine condition. Secret Wars #3. Another one that's in very fine minus. Secret Wars #4. There we go. See, a lot of glare. Again, Mylar. What are you going to do about that? This one's in very fine. Secret Wars #5. You'll notice that Kitty Pryde, even though she was a part of the team at this point, was not actually involved in this. storyline. This one's a near mint. Oops, 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 oops. Where did my number 6 go? Ay, 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 ay. Secret Wars number 6. This one's also in very fine, probably plus, I would say. Secret Wars number 7. Oh, Captain America cover. It's kind of where Titania gets her ass handed to her finally. That's a near mint. Secret Wars number 8, the classic origin of somewhat origin of the black costume. This one's, I would say, a near mint or very fine plus at worst. Yep. Secret Wars number 9, probably in fine plus. Secret Wars number 10, near mint. This is like the one of the best Doctor Doom stories you're ever gonna read. If you can pick one issue and you can't have number 8, this would be the one to get. Fantastic Doctor Doom story, like the epitome of almost what the character is. One of the reasons what made me a Doctor Doom fan. Ay, ay. Not in order. Number 11. Like my older brothers used to have this one, then they lost it and I had to buy it again. This one's a nice, fine, has a little spine roll going on there. And then Secret Wars number 12, the final part, near mint. And I got all of those for like $20-something. This was back in like the 2007-ish, 2006-ish. That's when I got them all. And now, I mean, they're probably a lot more pricey. You probably have to spend like $100 on almost all of them except 8. 8 might cost you $100. And then we move on from one good crossover to another. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 1. All of these are in really good condition. Like we're talking like near mint to very fine. This one's a near mint. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 2. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 3. This is like one of these stories that I try to read like once a year. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 4. And the big thing about the Crisis on Infinite Earths story, this is kind of where, not Crisis on Infinite Earths number 5. This is where they more or less destroy the multiverse, and they make everything into one like verse, one world essentially. And so all the other Earths no longer exist, and they convert everything to one Earth. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 6. I want to say, yep, the 1 6. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. This is synonymous because this is the death of Supergirl, and this is Kara Zor-El. She didn't make another appearance till God knows how long. Everything else was like Matrix or someone else. So very good issue. Secret Wars number 8, the deaths of Barry Allen, and this one fucking stuck for like 2 decades, I want to say. But this one stuck. Like he was dead for a while, and people grew up with Wally West. Secret Wars number 9. There you go. Secret Wars number 10. It's such a good cover. I love this cover. Secret Wars number 11. Kind of devastating when people find out that there's nothing at the end of the cosmic treadmill, and they're like, oh god. You feel bad for like the other inhabitants of the other Earths. And then Secret Wars number 12. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 12. The last issue. Unfortunately, they couldn't leave well enough alone, and so, then they just went Crisis crazy. Pretty much. I don't know how much I think the entire store will probably run you $100 now. Again, didn't spend much, like around the same price as I spent for Secret Wars. much I spent for that. Then X Factor number 6, first full appearance of the Apocalypse. And then last but not least, at least for this video, Fantastic Four number 15, volume 2. It's the first appearance of Valeria Richard, or in this case, she was Valeria Von Doom. Technically, when she first appeared, she was the daughter of Sue Storm and Victor Von Doom in an alternate universe. This is like her first appearance, so yeah. Okay, let's just do one more. Why not? And then, Suicide Squad number 1. Now, this isn't the Suicide Squad you know of, Harley Quinn, etc. No, this is just like a bunch of other not super popular villains that are forming Suicide Squad, and this is very cheap. You could probably get this for $10. So that does it for this video for now. I'll probably be back with a part 2, 3, 4, 5, and God knows how long this takes.